So, this is my April wrap up. And when I tell you that these books were a mixed mash of mess, believe me. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up my April reads, which I believe is 10 books. My name is Raquel. Welcome and welcome back. So, the first book is Bent But Not Broken by Mary Monroe. So, Mary Monroe is always going to give you three things. She's going to give you somebody losing their life, a crazy person, and the plot's going to have a bunch of twists and turns. And she did not disappoint. That is like literally something I can count on her for giving. Oh, and it's also going to be in the Jim Crow South. Those things you can guarantee from Mary Monroe. And this one did not disappoint. It had a bunch of twists and turns. Every time I thought we were wrapping up the book, something else would happen. I had to go and check, like, how many pages do I have left? But it was really good. I enjoyed it. It is about this young lady, a teenager, really, and she wants to leave home. She feels unwanted, and so there's this guy she's been eyeing, and they go out on a very few dates. And shoot, I think they only mention one date actually before they get married, and that's not really uncommon for this particular time period. Because really all you needed was to be able to provide and protect, and once you could do that, then you could just marry him. And that's basically what she did, unfortunately, because come to find out that this guy is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So Dr. Jekyll was the guy who she went out on the dates with, but Mr. Hyde, the monster, that is who she married. This man abused her emotionally, financially, um, shoot, even spiritually. It was a trip. It had a lots of twists and turns. Every time I thought the book was over, um, something else would happen, and I was kind of like, how many pages do I have left? And it's not like how many pages because I didn't want to read anymore, just because like the plot thickens, as they say. But it was really good. I totally enjoyed it. He got what he deserved, and that poor baby went through a lot. I felt bad for her. I really did. And number two is Anywhere You Run by Wanda M. Morris. When I read this book, I thought to myself, what took you so long to read this book? It was so good. I enjoyed this book. It is about two sisters. Their parents have passed on. They have another sister who have passed on, so it's just them two. And this one guy is harassing one of the sisters. So there's Marigold and there's Violet. So Marigold is kind of the daughter who would do whatever her parents told her to do. She's the good girl. Uh, Violet is a free spirit. Violet's gonna do what Violet wants to do, and the way it shows, like she grows up that way. She becomes an adult, and this guy is harassing her. This white man is harassing her, and so she kind of just let him know she's not the one. Don't play with me. I'm not the one. And then she runs off. The thing about this book is that I wish her and her sister had a closer relationship, and I don't really understand why they didn't. Maybe just, two different personalities, or maybe they didn't know how, fruitful that could have been for them to have a closer relationship. Because once she gives this man what he needs, she runs off, and she doesn't tell her sister. She doesn't tell her sister. She doesn't leave a note. She doesn't do anything. And so, kind of, a lot of what she has done starts to fall on the sister. And then the sister has her own issues that she has to take care of. And so she just really doesn't know what to do. And she winds up making some bad decisions that impact her negatively. And Violet, on the other hand, like I said, she's a free spirit, but Violet has always kind of done whatever she wanted to do, never really got too close to anybody. So she winds up moving to this town in Mississippi called, I want to say Chattahoochee, and I know that's not it. It's a really weird name, something like that. I can't remember. Whatever. Anyway, she moves to this little town and she falls in love with the town, makes friends, has a job. Like everything is perfect, but the sky's looking for her. And so she winds up, you know, her sister gets involved. The other people get involved. Like it's like it is a thriller, and I enjoyed this book. I just don't know what took me so long to read it, and I'm very interested to see what is going to be happening in that author's other books. But this was a really good read. I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like, I'd give it a 4.5 stars, and I think 4.5 is really good. And then we have Pinky Promise. So Pinky Promise, When It's Real, and The Love Spectrum. I did a video in April about those books, so I am not going to discuss them. Just know that I read them in April and there is a video for them. I read Happy Land, which I also did a video on. It's about the American Queen and her descendants. I think her third or fourth or fifth granddaughters or great granddaughters. And that was a really good book. I enjoyed that one as well. It's happy, his historical fiction. And then you have The Wonderer by Nia Forrester. Now, this book really kind of did something. I still don't know if I liked that book or not. I really could not tell you if I liked this book. So, the book is about these college students who graduate, and on the last day that they graduate, um, the girl's name is Blue. I forgot the guy's name, but Blue and this guy have an intimate relationship one night. On the night that they graduate, they go their separate ways. They don't see each other for years. They have like lived their lives. So Blue has been working with a nonprofit where she travels the world. The guy, he settled down, got married, had kids, and he's doing his thing. Now they come together and well, they bump into each other, and so in the name of catching up, they start hanging out together and develop this relationship. This book irritated me, and I don't really know why. And I say that because if this same situation had happened in an urban fiction book, I would just say it was messy and move on. For some reason that I have not figured out yet, this bothered me. Um, this relationship they were having bothered me. He's a married man and they are friends, but he does not tell his wife that they're catching up. So if there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, why not tell your wife? As a matter of fact, why not invite her? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I still haven't figured out why this book irritated me so much. I'm wondering if maybe it's the author. Um, I'm not going to say that she doesn't write about extramarital relationships, because I think I've read books where she had, I don't know, I cannot tell you why this one bothered me. I just can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Maybe I'll let you know in another video if I figure it out. But this book bothered me, and I still don't know if I liked it or not. I did finish the book, so I could say that much. Because if I really, really didn't like it, I would have DNF'd it. So, I guess on some level, I did like it. But it bothered me. And then number 6, we have Razorblade Tears. And Razorblade Tears is something I've already read before. So this was like my second time, I believe. Second or third time reading this book. No, it's my second time. The first time I DNF'd it, I went back, I read it. And then this time, me and my husband read it together. I realized that I missed a lot of things the time that I read it. Well, I listened to it the very first time through, and then me and my husband actually read the book. So I realized that there was a lot of things that happened in the book that I didn't even remember. This is a great book, super intense. It is funny. I enjoyed this book. I enjoy all of S.A Cosby books. I cannot wait for King of the Ashes. This is about um, two men who were married and adopted a daughter. Their lives were taken, and the father of those two men, one is black and one is white, they get together and they go after or try and find who took the lives of their children. And it's super intense, it's fast paced, it's a lot of action. This could be a book. I mean, well, it is a book. This could be a movie. This would be a great movie, a great action movie. I would love this as a movie. Um, the thing that kind of tripped me out about this book is Buddy Lee, which is the white guy. Buddy Lee is 100% racist. He is. Whether or not he knows it or not, he is most definitely racist. Um, I think there's three kind of people like him: the ones who are racist and they know it, the ones who are racist and they don't know it, and the ones who are mm, okay. So they racist and they know it, racist and they don't know it, and then the other ones are racist and they work at trying not to be racist. Um, they actually put in some work. And I think Buddy Lee is the third one. He's racist and he's finding it out from Ike, and he's changing little by little. I think that if he actually spent enough time with Ike, or with, I guess, black people in general, because you could tell that he just, his son-in-law might be the only black person he's ever really had any kind of interaction with, if he ever had any interaction with them. But yeah, this it was interesting to see that how the two guys, Ike and Buddy Lee, interacted with each other, and knowing that Buddy Lee is racist. And I really do believe Ike could kick his butt. So Ike is giving him grace. Okay, so I read 8 Seconds to Love by Monica Walters. The problem with this book is that I cannot remember if I read it at the end of April, at the beginning of May. So we're just going to put it in the video and we'll say I read it at the end of April. I think I did. I'm not sure though. Anyway, this was a great book. I loved it. I did not know that I didn't know it was going to be like cowboy inspired. And once I realized it was cowboy inspired, I didn't know that I was going to like it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super cute. It is a series of three. This is book number one, about this girl who is a uh, baker, and she has this boyfriend, and this guy's no good. He's a total butthole. And she meets the other guy who's the cowboy, and This other guy is kind of threatening her in order to stay with her, but it kind of feels like he's using her. Um, it just I don't really even know. I mean, I guess he loves her. That's what he say. He loves her. But it doesn't really show. Like, all I see is him misusing her. So yeah. But I really enjoyed this, especially the more it gets into it, because I kept thinking, like, this is one of those books where I was on the edge of my seat, kind of like, oh my god, punch him in the nose, kick him in the you know what. Break up with him, don't answer the door, don't answer the phone, like, this book, and it's funny because it's a romance, but it had me on the edge of my seat. Like, I'm talking to this lady, I can't even remember her name. But yeah, this one really had me on the edge of my seat, and it's not even a thriller, but it was doing what it needed to do. And then A Date for the Mayor by Aubree Penn. So I have heard so much about Aubree Penn, how good of a writer she is. So when I hear people talk about how good somebody is as a writer, and I want to try them out, I usually try and find a short just in case I don't like it. I don't have 999 other pages to read. So this was a short called Date for the Mayor, and it was just okay. Nothing really special happened in the book. Um, and I remember the book very clearly. But it just was okay. I finished the book, and of course, that says something because I'm good for a DNF. But it's also very short. I think it's a little over 100 pages. This one was about a couple that was together. The guy goes out to be mayor. He wins the mayorship, and she leaves him the day he uh, he wins the mayorship, and she doesn't tell him why or anything. She just disappears or whatever. So years go by and they meet back up. By chance, he orders a service, and she is the person giving the service, and neither one of them know. And so they meet up in that way. Once they meet up, they start to discuss the past, what happened. Can we get back together? No, we can't. Just all of those things surrounding their relationship. But nothing really spectacular happened. It didn't, like, I feel like I could have heard this story before, with just a couple of different tweaks. Maybe the person wasn't a mayor. Um, Maybe she wasn't on a self love journey or something. But I feel like I've read this story before, and I feel like it might have even been exciting if I read it before. But for whatever reason, this one kind of fell flat. So then we have Aziz and Kalmon by Miss Jenesequa. I've read one of her books before, a couple years back. I don't really remember the book very much. I remember they went to dinner or something. Um, that's all I kind of remember about it. But this book, Aziza and Kalman, pulled me in from the very beginning. Soon as I started reading, excuse me, soon as I started reading, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is it. It was really engaging. It had a really good story. I liked the characters. Aziza, she's got a smart mouth. She's kind of slick with it. Calvin, he's this rich guy, and he's got money, he's got power, so he's not taking any mess either. They both work in the same place. Calman's mom is the owner of the company, and Azia just started working there not long ago, and she is trying to get a promotion. And so everybody is writing like a proposal for for an event, I think it is. They're writing like a campaign for something or a commercial. It's some type of marketing. And if she doesn't do a good job, she could lose her job. So she does the thing, but she's like kind of not on point. She's missing some stuff or whatever. And Kalman come in there with his little cocky attitude, and he's like, because his mother is the owner and he's been raised in this company. So he got this like cocky attitude. He knows what, I guess, what his mom wants as far as this campaign goes. And so he's got his own presentation, and he has decided that his presentation has won. And I guess he expects Azia to just like tuck her tail and go have a seat. But that's not Azia. Azia got a slick mouth, so she, give him a little one too. And he can't believe she talking to him like that. But they just have this, wind up having this romance that's back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I like it. I really did like this book. This book was good. This is a 3-book series. I've only read one, and I don't know if I'm gonna read the second one. And not because it wasn't good. It was good. It was very good. I enjoyed it. But sometimes when it's a series, if I don't feel a pull to read the second book, I probably won't. And that's why I say I probably won't. Because the first book, I'm fine. It was good. I liked it. I'm fine. I could move on to something else. Like, I don't need them to draw it out anymore. Um, but yeah, I liked it, and that was kind of it. Those are my 10 books for the month of April. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.